Namaste. Welcome everyone to Fast South Yoga with me, Megan. Today we have our first lesson in our Pranayama series, so our breath control series. We have our first lesson in the abdominal breath. So let's get ready. Our first lesson in our Pranayama series, so our breath control series. Today's lesson is going to be our foundationary breath, our abdominal breath, Udara Pranayama. So let's just speak a bit about pranayama itself and breath control and why you should do it. Okay, so we can look at the word pranayama. Let's just start there. It is the word prana, which in yoga is life force, vital energy, it's your spirit. We can also liken it to chi in Chinese philosophy. It is your vital force, so prana. And then we have the word ayama. Now very often we do translate the yama in pranayama as yama, which is the word control. But a deeper way to understand it is that it is prana and the word ayama. So ayama actually gives us a different understanding. And ayama is a word that means extension or expansion. So what we're actually doing through the practice of breath control or through the practice of pranayama is we are expanding our own life force, our own energy field, our own spirit. And that's really why the practice of pranayama is so important, because the breath is the doorway to the spirit. So through these practices, we are connecting to a very true part of ourselves. Okay, everyone should do breathing, also the health benefits. As we go through every breathing exercise, we'll speak about the health benefits of that exercise. But they are like numerous. We have pages and pages of literature in yogic texts speaking about the benefits of pranayama, breathing control. Really, some yogis, when they become more advanced, they let go of asana practice, let go of the poses, and then move completely into pranayama practice. It is an incredibly powerful practice. So let's get into our first breath, which is Udara Pranayama, the abdominal breath. Now you can practice this lying down. You just have to listen. I'm going to talk you through it. You could also practice sitting up. If you are new to this and even new to yoga, then I would suggest you should lie down, because sitting, the body itself can strain and you don't really want to focus on the body right now. We just really want to focus on connecting to the breath. So lie down if you would like to. You can also sit, of course. Good. Eventually you'll learn to be able to do these practices in any position. Abdominal breath though, really nice to do lying down, because it's really nice to do before we go to sleep, when we can't sleep, when we're feeling stressed. And eventually, hopefully, that's how we're just going to breathe naturally, abdominal breath. Good. So, just coming to your comfortable position, whatever that is. Settling in, grounding and connecting. Feel your body, connect to your body. Feel into your body. From the tips of your toes to the crown of your head, feel your whole body. If you're lying down, your body is stretched out on the floor. If you're sitting up, your spine is nice and straight. Feel that pressure in the buttocks connected to the earth. Chest is open. Feeling your whole body. Your whole body. Now, you can shift your awareness to your breath. Start to observe your breath, noticing every inhale and every exhale. Watch the breath coming into your body. Watch the breath leaving your body. Good. Listen to that subtle sound of the breath. Really tune in, come right in here. Good. So this would be just our natural breath that we're working with now, just observing it. So we're going to start to move into our abdominal breath. So for the abdominal breath, you're going to inhale into the abdomen, gently expand it out, blow it up like a balloon. With your exhale, release, tummy floats back down. So we inhale, expanding into the abdomen. Exhale, release. Good. And you're not forcing or straining, you're not trying to pop this balloon. It's gentle and mindful and soothing. That's really also why we come to pranayama, to soothe the body. Breath soothes us. Lovely. So this is it. This is our abdominal breath. But you might still not be sure about it. So in that case, you could take your right hand, place it on the abdomen, and feel the abdomen rising and falling. Good. So if you're struggling a bit, then just take your time. Don't think you can't do it. Just take your time, concentrate, send the breath down to the abdomen. Good. Now for a true abdominal breath, your chest should not move at all. So you might place your left hand on your chest, and you're going to try to still the chest all the while the tummy is rising and falling. Good. If this is a bit difficult at first, don't worry. See, what happens is that we sit too much. We're a sedentary culture. And as we do that, we hunch. And as we hunch, we constrict the abdominal area. So we started breathing here. A lot of us are chesty breathers. And really, we were born to be abdominal breathers. Babies breathe from their tummies. It's our lifestyle that has corrupted our breathing. So if this is difficult for you, don't worry. You just need to practice. You just need to remind your body how to breathe properly. So especially if this is difficult, come to this practice every day, whenever you can. Chesty breathing, guys, is very nervous, anxious breathing. It is only breathing to the middle of the lungs. Your body is not getting the oxygen that it really needs. That's why you are not supported and you become anxious, you become nervous. So if we really want to just be calm and settled and collected and connected, the best thing we can do for ourselves is to remind the body that we breathe from the belly breath. Good. So hopefully you're still carrying on while I'm talking. Inhale into the abdomen, gently expand it out. Exhale, release. So if you feel that you found that abdominal breath, you're quite comfortable with it, you could release the hands and just relax. Keep the hands there if you need them. And as you become more and more comfortable with this breath, also slow it down. See if you can slow the breath down. So as you're breathing, continue breathing and practicing. I'm just going to explain the benefits of this breath to you. So firstly, it is a beautiful massage for the abdominal organs. So your diaphragm, hopefully you've heard of your diaphragm. Many of us haven't, we're not very aware of it, but your diaphragm is actually very, very important. And especially it's important to have a strong diaphragm. Very important for good digestion, very important for breathing. So the diaphragm is this thick flap of muscle that rests under the lungs. That's why what is actually expanding the abdomen is that your diaphragm is pushing down into the abdominal area, pushing the abdominal organs forward, and that's what is expanding out. Your lungs do not come down into the abdominal area. Good, so your diaphragm. This is like an exercise for your diaphragm. It's a little diaphragm crunch. Every time you inhale, diaphragm is flexing down. As you exhale, it's flexing up. So it's a little crunch of the diaphragm, this muscle, and it's helping to strengthen it. And as it's moving down and up, it is massaging the abdominal organs, gently squeezing them. This is helping to stimulate digestive circulation. This is helping to keep the organs healthy. Inner sides. Good. Third pranayama. Through breathing practice, working the inner body. Now, this breath is also very good for the nervous system. It literally calms our nerves. So it is our de-stressing breath. Guys, this breath is so powerful, the abdominal breath, and it is our foundationary breath. If you do not have a good, strong abdominal breath, you're going to struggle to have really good other breaths. All the other breaths that we have going on in yoga, this is the foundation. And not only the foundation to pranayama, but really the foundation to health in your body and in your mind. Breathing has so much to do with our mental health. So, Udara Pranayama, the abdominal breath. If you do come to class, you're also going to practice this breath. So in the beginning of my yoga classes, we always start in Shavasana, we always start with connection and breathing. So come to class, you're going to practice these breaths. We also practice it during the class. The more you practice, the better you're going to get. Eventually it's going to become your natural breath once again. For those of you who are already there, awesome, great. Carry on. One last thing is, do not be shy of your tummy, really rising and falling, expanding the tummy as much as you can. So really the bigger you can expand the tummy is a sign of lung capacity. It means your lungs are growing. So we want to eventually be able to rise the abdomen like a little mountain in front of us. Beautiful abdominal breath. Good. Few more breaths, a little bit longer. So after your next exhale, you can relax the effort of the breath. Return to your natural, to your comfortable breath. So check in now, where is your natural breath? Is it still down in the abdomen, just much more relaxed? We're not accentuating, it's just this gentle rise and fall of the tummy. Has it shifted up into the chest? Does your breath come back to the chest? So we're just taking notice now, we're just becoming aware of ourselves. Don't judge. Compassion and kindness for ourselves. But at least now you know. So if your breath did shift up into the chest, you need to practice abdominal breathing as much as you can to remind your body how to breathe properly. If you come to class, you're going to get there. You're going to get there eventually. Practice so much, you will get there. Okay, so our next lesson is going to be the full yogic breath. So help us really create lung capacity, stretch those lungs out. Until then, have a wonderful day. Goodbye. Namaste.